Yo, what is going on YouTube? Today I am going to talk about something near and dear to my heart. That's why I was cleaning my glass, because I do not want the algae blocking any part of the view. Today I am going to be talking about the Copperband Butterfly fish, my absolute all-time favorite reef fish. So without further interruption, here we go. Today I am going to talk about one of the most gorgeous fish in the aquarium trade today, and that is the Copperband Butterfly fish. It is also reef safe, which is hard to find with a beautiful fish like this that is also reef safe. I'm going to show you it in my blue spectrum and also in the white spectrum. So we all know that the Copperband Butterfly fish is notorious for eating apetasia, which is why it is so very desirable in our reef hobby. So with the positives comes the negatives. The Copperband Butterfly fish is so hard to get to eat, which is why they are considered an expert fish. I am going to give you some tips on how I get my Copperbands to eat, and also what to look for when you decide to purchase a Copperband Butterfly fish. The Copperband should not be an impulse buy fish. You need to do your research. You need to look at this fish with a magnifying glass before you buy it, from the tip of its nose to the back of its tail. You need to find the perfect Copperband fish to add to your aquarium. It needs to have no marks on it, like a little red mark or a little black mark. You do not want any type of blemish on this fish. Now, I know the ideal situation is to have your local fish store show you the fish eating, but 9 times out of 10, the Copperband Butterfly will not be eating at your LFS. So it's up to you to pick the perfect fish with no marks on it, bring it home, and you train it to eat. So if I find that perfect looking Copperband Butterfly fish at my local fish store, it has no blemishes on it, and it has a little bit of weight, I will take a chance and purchase that fish. Now that Copperband is all bagged up and ready to go home with you, so the first thing you should be doing is heading to your local supermarket to pick up some live clams. So now you have your butterfly fish and you have your live clams. I am going to teach you a way to get your Copperband Butterfly fish to eat. It has always worked for me, and I'm sure it is always going to work for you. So what I do is I drill a little hole into the clamshell just big enough so the Copperband can fit its little snout into it, and small enough that no other fish can get into that hole and eat that clam. What this technique does is it gives your Copperband plenty of time to eat. They are also natural pickers, so of course, with an open shell like that, the Copperband will be drawn to eat. Now, another method that reefers use to get their Copperbands to eat is using live bloodworms. Now, I don't like using live bloodworms. Not only is the water that they come in extremely dirty, but when you put the bloodworms in, other fish eat all those worms up before the Copperband has a chance to feed. So now you got your fish eating some type of food. Now you want it to start eating frozen, so you don't got to keep feeding them those live clams. So my trick is just to shut off all the pumps, let that mysis fall onto the rocks, and since I said before, they are natural pickers, they will start picking out the rocks and they will start eating that mysis shrimp. So I am going to show you guys right now another little trick that I came up with to get your Copperband to eat natural foods. You can see inside my overflow all that beautiful apetasia. I put a rock inside that overflow. You can see I'm taking it out. Once it is filled up with apetasia, I take that rock out of the overflow. I put it inside my main tank. Yes, I put a rock filled with apetasia in my main tank. You will see the Copperband start eating all the apetasia off that rock. All the other fish, I don't know why, seem to bother it. Maybe they're jealous. You will see it devours all those apetasia in about 5 minutes. You will now see it do this cool little gymnastic flip as it's eating. Very cool. Okay, guys. I know I did say that the Copperband Butterfly fish in the beginning of the video was a reef safe fish. Let me reiterate, the Copperband Butterfly is a reef safe fish, but with caution. You can see it does eat one chalice in my tank. That's that chalice right there. They will also eat feather dusters and anything else that looks like an apatasia. But to me, the positives of keeping this fish in my reef tank outweigh the negatives by so much it's not even a thought in my mind not to keep one. I will always have a copperband butterfly fish in every single reef tank I have.
If any of you guys have any questions or comments about how I keep copperbands and I haven't answered it in this video, please leave a comment below. Come to my Instagram, DukeOfCoral62, leave me a message if you want, and join my Facebook group, Coral Clubhouse, if you want more opinions from other reefers on how they take care of theirs. Thank you very much, guys. Have a great one.